Hello, baseball fans. Welcome into this one. Time for some AAA baseball in the International League. It's the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders going up against the Nashville Sounds. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here. And today's starter, Mario Castilla. Base runner's tough to come by with this arm on the mound. Opposing batters have struggled against him this year, batting under 200. Think about this. From the start of the wild card era in 1995 through 2023, 50 Major League starting pitchers held opposing hitters to a batting average under 200. Only 5 of those seasons came with an ERA over 3. So it goes to show how effective it makes him to keep that batting average against down. That one 95 to finish the punch-out. And now the right fielder, Duke Ellis.
Hey. 0-1's the count.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. And it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. Set down on strikes. Quick start this evening, 2 out in the top of the first. At the plate, Dominic Smith. That's a strike across the top of the zone. 2 outs, base is empty. That one in there, and it's 0-2. Hitter looks a little too passive against him right now, and he took advantage with 2 straight fastballs for strikes. Now the pitcher's in the driver's seat. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Foul ball, still 0-2. The left-handed batter waits. That one a little bit high. On 0-2, raise the hitter's eye level with the high fastball. We might see something low on this next pitch. Ground ball to second. There with plenty of time. Inning over. End of a half. Welcome back. Towing the slab in today's game, Clayton Beeter. Here's the scouting report. With just 3 pitches to work with, he doesn't have a whole lot of room for error in terms of keeping hitters off balance. If they know you don't have all 3 working, they can guess what's coming much more easily, and they can tee off on you. I think he's going to need to work the corners and mix speeds to avoid good contact. Foul ball there. Fly ball down the line. On the move, has a play, and he makes the catch. Looking at his swing right now, the mechanics just seem out of whack. Might need to go back to how he was swinging it earlier this year. And that one fouled off. Strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Now here's the 0-2. Hard hit left side. That's the second out. So digging in, Darren George. Homered last night. Added another hit as well. That's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
Swinging a high fly ball, sailing towards left center field, pretty deep. It's off the wall. In at second with a 2-out double. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. That one had an exit velocity of 105 miles per hour. Anytime you hit one that hard, you're shocked if you don't wind up with a hit. Nice job to get into scoring position with 2 out, and now he could come in on a base hit. I'm sure the cleanup hitter is thinking about how he can do just that. Got the bat going too soon there. It's strike 2. Oh, that got the batter pretty flush. And now it's runners at first and second. Adam Duvall getting ready to hit. Doing a good job lately to avoid swings and misses. Hits in each of the last 6 games. A laser into the outfield. And that's the end of the inning. They leave 2 runners on. Today's action is brought to you by Ralph's Weasel Emporium. If you've got mustelids, Ralph's is a must. Top half of the second from Nashville. Base hit into center field. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. Everything came together on that swing. Got a first pitch fastball he could handle, and he really ripped it. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first. Liner, base hit. Lead runner holds up there at first and second with nobody out. Digging in for the
Pixie. Oh, Pixie.
Tail riders, Everson Pereira.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
Hit in the air, right field. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. One away. Now at the dish, the shortstop, number 3. Tough spot for the pitcher, but that's how you want to attack it, by getting ahead early and putting the pressure on the hitter. Ball 1 there. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here in the top of the second. Right through there for a strike. In this spot, he knows he has to execute. Looking for either a strikeout or a double play. Got the hitter looking for the strikeout. Huge K there. Coming up to the dish for Scranton Wilkes-Barre, Braden Shoemate. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. The 0-1. And it's a pop-up. And a foul ball. Runners at the corner posts with 2 away. Battling here, fouls it away. And a swing and a miss. And that ends the inning. Bottom of the inning, and here at the plate, Brock Wilken. He reached back and blew the high heat by him. Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that. Swing and a miss. Hitters chasing the slider, and now the pitcher can expand the zone. Try to tease a swing. At a ball that runs away from the hitter. Fights it off, we'll see another. Up the middle. Nice grab. Throw to first, and they get the out. Gotta love the diving stuff after a great initial reaction. What a play. Digging in next for the Sounds, Freddie Zamora. Swing and a foul straight back. No score here in the second inning. Fouled off left side. And here's the 0-2. Way high. That's a clear overthrow by the pitcher. He's not trying to be that far outside the zone on 0-2. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Already 2 gone in the home half of the second inning. Stepping to the plate now for Nashville, Luis Lara. That one pushed to the left and foul. 2 down and nobody aboard. Bottom half of the second inning. He swings and fouls one off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's a hit. Two away and a runner at first. Next up for the Sounds, Tyler Black.
Aye. 0-1.
Fouled off. He was late.
Oh, snap. That was not put into place when something was tightened down. Close that torch, but dealing with it's stuck. See, it's not lined up. It's stuck. On top of that, it's currently 4 o'clock, and the only thing I've eaten today was my little Chobani drink. Thank God I have some leftover.
Hey. Hey, geez.
Cooper will have a heart attack if you kill Lily in front of him.
What?
My loan you took. It's payday.
Cooper, give him what you've got.
I ain't giving him nothing except a lesson.
At the end of the season, your general manager preached urgency and said it's time that we start competing for championships. Is this team ready to win a Super Bowl in 2025?
100%. We're ready. It's long overdue. In the locker room, what we want. And I feel like why not now?
At the end of the season, your
The first ever first overall pick in the NFL draft may have been the worst pick in league history. There have been over 26,000 players selected in the league's yearly draft. It started in the 1930s when the Philadelphia Eagles were struggling to compete and proposed the idea of a draft. The league agreed, and the Eagles got the first pick. They selected Jay Berwanger, a Heisman Trophy winner known as the one-man football team from the
Lara leads off of first with 2 away. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. That's not where you want to miss with the breaking ball with 2 strikes. Need to get that out of the zone. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2
This
strikes.
one's in the dirt. That
Ball
one
2.
misses, and it's 2-2. What a take with 2 strikes. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Next one. Popped in the air into right, Ellis. And that will retire the side. Top half, third inning. Here's the catcher, Alex Jackson. Jackson will handle the catching in this one. 29 years old, a former first rounder back in 2014. Fastball in for a strike.
0-2.
In the air along the left field line, and that's a foul ball.
Yeah. I put my clothes on top of the dresser and the dirty ones in the bag, so.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. They get the leadoff batter here in the third. Back to the top of the order here. Stepping to the plate for Scranton Wilkes-Barre, Pablo Reyes. One run batted in yesterday, and that was their only run of the game. Love how he's attacking the zone, throwing a ton of strikes. These hitters need to be ready to swing at the first good strike they see. Here's a blooper to left. Fair ball. That was a great two-strike approach in that AB. Well, he flared that out into shallow left, and it's a really tough ball for the third baseman and left fielder to get to, as you saw. That's a fluky base hit. 0-1 now. Out to short. Zamora. To first, not in time. Everyone's safe. It's an infield hit, but that's certainly not his fault out there at shortstop. He played the ball perfectly, but with the speed coming up the line, it was always going to be hard to get the out. Foul ball there. Runners at first and second with one out. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. George settles under it. 2 away. Next to bat for the Rail Riders, Spencer Jones. 2 hits in last night's game. Pops this one up, foul on the left side. Miller in position, and that's the end of the inning. So they... As we go to the last of the third, coming up to the dish for Nashville, Caleb Durbin. Lines this one to center. Oh, gloves it. One of those plays that just goes to show that not everything is within your control on the baseball field. Batter did everything right and still didn't get the hit. Sometimes that's how it goes. Miller, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Line drive. Dunks one into left. So 1 on now with 1 away.
Hi, you've reached Chad.
Great rip on that one to the pole side. Didn't get too far ahead of it, just kept a nice bat path through it for a line drive base knock into the outfield. Next to hit, Darren George. That's a base hit. Runner holds up at second, 2 aboard now. He's already 2 for 2 with a single and a double and moseying right along to set up a chance at the cycle. Next up, Jake Bauers.
That's outside. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Miller, the lead runner at second. George, over at first with 1 away. To the right side. Fair ball! Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Runner scores, and they have the lead. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play. Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Hard ground balls like that are really tough to make a play on. I know when I was playing second base in JV baseball back in the day. Labeled on a line to center. Makes the catch. Runners tag up from second and third. Runner from third in to score. In there safely. Not your everyday sac fly there. He smoked that one, but it just couldn't find a safe landing spot. Fly out to center field. Jones glides in towards the infield. Makes the call and the grab. They limit the damage here. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're back here at the ballpark. Ben Gelman here with you, and set to lead off the 4th, Elijah Dunham. With his teammates driving in a pair, he wants to make this an efficient inning so they can get back up to the plate and tack on some more runs. Late swing, foul to the left. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. Looked like he misread that one out of the pitcher's hand. He pulled the trigger pretty late. I'm sure he wants another crack at it. Got him! 1 gone leading off the 4th. Next is the designated hitter, Everson Pereira. Popped up. Lara sizing this one up. Makes the grab. There's 2 gone. Digging in, the shortstop, number 3. Went down on strikes the first time through. Close, doesn't get the call. That one fouled off. Here's the 1-1. Curveball gets over for a called strike. Strikeout looking for the backwards K. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball. Welcome back. The sounds at the dish in the bottom of the 4th. And the leadoff hitter aboard. So up next, Luis Lara. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In the air to center. It's back. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. And now, Tyler Black. Puts a bunt down. Slings to second. Back to first, not in time. You see that runner coming in hard from first, and you know you have to hang on to the ball. That's a good job defensively to understand the situation and not rush for an unlikely double play. Durbin, the batter now, whiffs for strike 1. Incredible late action on that slider. Took a sharp turn at the last second. Slider misses away. Two straight breaking balls away. If he wants to go back to that spot later in this AB, I'd expect a fastball inside here. On the ground. And now a jump throw. On the money. Nice play. 1 left on base, but they are on top. 2-0. All set for the start of this inning. Digging in for the Rail Riders, Braden Shoemate. Now a pop-up on the infield. Zamora has this one sized up. One down. Now at the plate, Alex Jackson. Collected a couple of hits in yesterday's game. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Next one's fouled back. Oh, 0-2, here's the pitch. Gets a piece, stays alive. One out and the base is empty. Struck the batter out without a swing. First two batters retired in the top of the fifth. Pitcher and catcher obviously in sync right now, just rolling out there. Coming up to the dish for Scranton Wilkes-Barre, Pablo Reyes, 1 for 2. More than 80% of his first pitches are strikes so far. That's a good sign for this outing. Foul ball there. Fine work in this one, just one strike away from a fifth shutout frame. And he goes down on strikes. And it's 3 up and 3 down. Bottom half of the fifth, and the Sounds batting. Down in the dirt, swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Line drive and a base hit up the middle. Runner on base to start the inning. Stepping to the plate now for Nashville, Darren George. The outfielder's very deep. They don't want anything going over their heads. Ground ball could be 2. Over to second for 1. They get 2.
The left fielder,
Now the left fielder,
9,
Jake Bowers.
Bowers.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. That fastball was very hittable, but the swing just a touch too early. Pitcher needs to adjust. Strike 2. Down 0-2, and now you have to shorten up and just find a way to put it in play. Maybe gonna have to fight 1 or 2 off. Dances out of the way.
2 strikes.
Look out, that fastball drilled the batter. Had the hitter 1-2, but the hit by pitch puts
Now
the runner
batting,
on.
center fielder,
Man on at
Adam
first. And now the center fielder,
Duvall.
Adam Duvall.
Ah! 0-1.
Rips one to right. Can't get there, and it deflects away. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. Wilkin, now in the box,
0-1's the
comes
count.
up empty with a swing there. A frozen rope. And that's that. 2 runners left. We're set for the top of the 6th inning. Stepping to the plate for Scranton Wilkes-Barre, Duke Ellis. Ellis, 27 years old, and he's been hitting well lately, batting over 300 in his last 10 games. Comes up empty, strike 2. He's shown some excellent command in this game, and that's helped drive his success, really putting the ball where he wants it to go. Gets him looking. Leadoff batter retired in the 6th. So digging in, Dominic Smith. He's thrown a lot of first pitch strikes, so the hitters need to be ready to swing early. It may not drive up the pitch count too much, but you know you'll have a good shot to do damage. 0-2 now. Spoils the 2-strike offering, another coming up. Swings and misses, it's a strikeout. 2 outs opening up the top of the 6th inning.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Spencer Jones. The skipper needs to settle his players down out there. They're playing tight, and it's hurting them. Fouled off. He was late. 2 outs and nobody aboard. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's a 1-2-3 inning.
Now pitching for
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jeff Hartley. Coming into a game trailing by a small margin, and so his job will be to keep it within reach for the offense. Now a high fly ball to left center. Racing over to make the catch. Now, Luis Lara. Fouled off left side. Sliced hard, but foul. And here's the 0-2. Outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground to third, but that rolls foul. Gets him swinging. And here's the first baseman, Tyler Black. This one in the air, center field. Jones under it. And that is out number 3. Top of the 7th here. Here's the left fielder, Elijah Dunham.
Ball 1.
And that one fouled off. In the air to left center. Relay throw to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. That's such a disciplined swing. Staying tall and getting the barrel to the high fastball. That might even have been above the zone, but still some good contact. This next at bat is going to be critical. Grounder left side, and it goes just foul. Now here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Not what the offense was looking for after a leadoff double. The strikeout and one away now. Here's the shortstop at the plate. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Tying run waits at the plate.
That's a ball.
Runner takes off for third. This one in for a strike. To second, that seems unwise. Battling here, fouls it away. Not sure I like that location. Pitcher might be better off busting him in on the hand, so got him swinging. 2 out. Digging in for the Rail Riders, Braden Shoemate. He's been remarkable with first pitch strikes, over 90% in this game. Because he's pitched so well to this point, I think the hitters need to adjust. They have to attack on the first pitch. Chances are it'll be in the zone. And a swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. One runner left stranded. They're still down 2-0. Hope you had a good stretch at home, set for the last half of the 7th. Digging in next for the Sounds, Caleb Durbin. Here's a high chopper. And out at first. Next up for the Sounds, Owen Miller. That one fouled off. Next one's fouled back. Oh, and 2, and the delivery. Next
Outside,
offering
that's
is
the ball.
outside. And that's a
Ball
little
2.
bit high. Wow, he's showing an excellent eye at the plate. Really tough pitch to take. Swinging a drive deep left field, pretty far back there. Fair ball. He makes the turn and digs for second base. It's a double, 3-hit ball game. Seeing the ball very well in this game. That one was right. Well, looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with one gone. One out. And 2 on. And next, the cleanup hitter, Jake Bowers. That one ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double as a run scores. That very nearly brought in 2, but the automatic double holds them to just 1 run on the play. Still a good chance to do some more damage here. At the plate, Adam Duvall. Ripped into the outfield. That's a base hit. Run scores. Now the second run scores. It's a 5-0 ball game. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout. Looks ready to...
Now pitching for Scranton.
And at first with 1 gone. And now at the plate,
Number
Brock
65,
Wilken.
Colton Brewer.
Bouncing ball here, rolls foul. The 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. He's clearly willing to swing at that pitch low in the zone. The pitcher has to notice that. If he does, he's got a better shot at inducing the double play. Got him. Now 2 away. Runner at first. Stepping to the plate now for Nashville, Freddie Zamora. Puts this one in the air down the line. Great catch, foul ground up against the wall. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors. We're in the top of the 8th. Coming up to the dish for Scranton Wilkes-Barre, Alex Jackson.
Now pitching.
A new arm into the game, the righty, Ryan
Number
McVale.
57.
Looking at the walk rate this season, he's done a good job of not beating himself. These hitters are going to have to swing the bat if they want to get on base. That one's in there, and that is strike 2. Lifted in the air to left, Bowers. And there's 1 down. Pablo Reyes digs in now, 1 for 3. Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
1 out and the base is empty. Ripped, but it curls foul. Struck out looking. Called strike 3. On a fastball up in the zone. Next to bat for the Rail Riders, Duke Ellis. Swing and a foul straight back. Here's a pop-up. George under it. And that'll do it. So they go.
Now pitching for Scranton Wilkes-Barre.
On to the bottom of the 8th.
Number 0.
And now, Luis Lara.
Marcus Stroman.
Swing and a base hit. Off to a good start with the leadoff knock. And now it's going to be Tyler Black. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a groundout. Fly ball to right, Ellis. And there's 1 away. Just missed that one a bit. A half-inch closer to the sweet spot, and it might have gotten down for a hit. Man on at first, and now Caleb Durbin. The players on defense need to be ready to go with the speed that's in the box and at first. No time to waste. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouled off down the right side. Swings through that one for a strikeout. Runner at first. Now the third baseman, Owen Miller. Swings and flares it. Reaches, can't make the grab. They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs. So up next, Darren George. The outfielders very deep. They don't want anything going over their heads. Grounds it to short. Tosses to first, out with room to spare, and that's the inning. We go to the 9th, and now the first baseman, Dominic Smith. And immediately fires a strike to the left-handed batter.
0-1's the count.
Fouled back our way, and that's out of play. Just a hair behind on that fastball. He's got to get the swing going earlier. Got the batter looking for the K. Leadoff hitter retired here in the 9th. And now the center fielder, Spencer Jones.
Nope, that's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Fly ball to left, down the line. Bowers on the move. Reaching for it and brings it in. So down to their final out of this one. Pop up, foul on the right side. Gets under it for the out, and that's your ball game. 5-0 the final here. On behalf of our entire outstanding crew here at the show, I'm Ben Gilman. Thanks for joining us. Hello, baseball fans. Welcome into this one. Minor League Baseball from the AA level coming up. It's the Knoxville Smokies and the Biloxi Shuckers. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Just about set to go now. And pitching in this game, Ben Sheets. Let's take a closer look. Quite the strikeout to walk ratio he's posted this season. Better than 4-1. That is elite control, and it usually leads to a whole lot of success when you can avoid beating yourself with walks. Obviously, you need to limit hits as well, but he's showing some high-level skills on the mound. Here's the second baseman, Christian Olivo. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Struck out looking for the backwards K. Fastball at the letters for strike 3. Next to hit, the center fielder, number 8. No hits in the shutout yesterday afternoon. And immediately fires a strike to the left-handed batter. That one off the mark, and it's 1-1. There's a strike. That one is upstairs. Puts this one in the air down the line. And that is a foul ball. And a foul ball, so he stays alive. Swings through it for the K. Quick start this evening, 2 out in the top of the first. And here's the first baseman, Jonathan Long. And that one fouled off. Righty comes to the plate. Swing and a miss. Nice job out there as he gets him. Coming up to the dish for Biloxi, fielder. Not close with that one, but still chase. That's a strike.
1 strike.
Hit in the air, right field, Stevens. 1 away. Whit Merrifield getting ready to hit. Skies this one to center. On the move. Makes the grab. There's 2 gone. So digging in, Damian Miller. Tearing it up at the plate recently. 10 hits in the last 5 games. Absolutely wrecked in the air to deep right center, and it's gone. A home run. Made them pay for that one, and they lead it. It's 1-0. That's easy power he's showing up there. Hammered that one up over the wall in the opposite gap, and that is rare territory. Not many hitters with the pop to do that. Great swing. Here's a pop-up. Aliendo under it. And that'll do it. If you're ready to build your dream home with a moat and a whispering gallery, call AC Hines Architecture. If you don't want those things, call someone else. Top half of the second from Biloxi. Pitch is in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Ball 1 there. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Leadoff batter retired here in the second. Digging in for the Smokies, Ed Howard. This to third. And that's a fair ball. Stepping to the plate now for Knoxville, Pablo Aliendo. Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. Way out front for strike 3. So 2 down now, and here at the plate, Chase Strump. Collected a couple of hits in yesterday's game. 1-0, here's the pitch. Late swing, fouled it off. And the 1-1. Got the bat going too soon there. It's strike 2. And it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Spoils the 2-strike offering, another coming up. And now the 1-2. Fights it off, we'll see another. Howard, the runner at first, with 2 out. Fly ball very deep to right field. It's back there, and you can forget it. A two-run blast, and they jump ahead in the second. It's now 2-1. Next up for the Smokies, Drew Bowser. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to...
What? Okay. Come in.
Hi, you've reached.
Yes.
I see a pitching change in this spot. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Joe Kelly. This game is still pretty tight, so he has to give the bats a chance and keep it close. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Blew the Express right by the bat for strike three. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run. Bottom of the inning, here's the left fielder, J.D. Martinez. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Incredible late action on that slider. Took a sharp turn at the last second. Swings through that one.
0-2.
Yes.
Hey Jeff, so I'm trying to get a game next month. Is there any way you could send me my $100 like 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 you do all the time, or do we have to wait?
No, because that's not what the facility told me to do when we had our meeting. He said
Okay,
he wants $25 a week.
okay, I guess that's fine then. I guess.
Okay.
All right. Do you need anything else from me or no?
No, I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm sure they'll let me know when I can move and stuff like that.
All right.
All right, sounds good. I'll keep you posted.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Struck out swinging. Leadoff batter retired here in the second. David Peralta, the next to hit. Ground ball up the middle, through for a base hit. So they get a runner on with a one-out single. So up next, Alex Pinellas. Right back to the mound, could be an easy double play. There's one. Over to first, that's two. Nicely done. 1-6. We move on to the third inning. Now it's the right fielder, Felix Stevens.
No, that's
Kelly, 6'1" right-hander, 36 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2009.
One ball, one strike.
Here's a fly to left. Restituyo. And there's one away. Back to the top of the order here. Now it's the second baseman, Christian Olivo. Hitless in 4 at-bats in yesterday's action. 1-0 pitch. Got the swinging strike that time with the high velo, but that's a dangerous way to live. Best to steer clear of that again. Reaches, can't make the grab. The center fielder digs in now. Struck out swinging in the first AB. Ripped to short and caught for the out. That's so frustrating for the hitter. Tough to accept a liner like that not turning into a hit. And now the first baseman, Jonathan Long. Absolute gas right there at 99. Struck out swinging the first time. Olivo leading off first with 2 away. Next pitch, in for a strike. That one missed. With the runner moving here, the batter has to find a way to put something in the gap to bring him in.
In a future world,
Blush the Slayer.
That's a magic number. It's the magic number. Somewhere in this hip-hop community, we're born to be and that's a magic number. What does it all mean? Time is up factor, so it's time to count. Counting out the negative actions of one. Speakers of soul say it's time to shout. Reform the soul to a positive slump. They try to subtract this, but it just won't go away.
It's the Negro League.
One.
What is it?
It's a magic number.
1, 2, 3. It's the magic number.
Yeah. Surely. But you got that drip, 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 drip. Yes. Flip on my wrist, 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 wrist. Paparazzi.
The pre-order date for Grand Theft Auto 6 is anticipated to coincide with the release of its second trailer, expected in early 2025. This
Still a full count after the foul ball. Line drive, that's a base hit. Lead runners around second. And now runners on the corners with 2 away. Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. That's a swing every hitting coach and scout loves to see. Just a shot into the gap the other way. Hitters who can do that consistently usually have this one swung on. Hit very well. Way back there. Makes the catch up against the wall. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the DH, Anthony Rizzo. On the ground, right side. Olivo. 1 away. Next up for the Shuckers, Vladimir Restituyo. Smacked out towards right center. And there's a hit. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away. No question, he came up ready to hit. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked. And with good speed on first, they have some options about how to attack. Next up, fielder. Sharp grounder, and it gets through for a base hit. Lead runner turns at second. Here comes the throw. He's safe at third. The tying run just 90 feet away. That's textbook hitting right there. Didn't fly open or get over-aggressive. He just stayed clean in his swing mechanics and fired off a nice base hit. Merrifield in the box with 1 away. Looks at ball 1. On the ground. Could be 2. There's 1. Got him. Throw to first, but not in time. And here at the plate, Miller. Already a solo homer in this one. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. So important to get ahead against a great hitter in a spot like this. Move to first and back in safely. 1 run in the inning so far. Here in the back end of the 3rd inning. That one is absolutely pummeled. Out of here. A 2-run shot. His second of the night. And they grab the lead. It's 4-2. And the batter will be the shortstop, Gil Lara. Hopped out to the catcher the first time. That one fouled off. Out to short. And it finds its way through for a hit. Gets on base and keeps it going. On to second, but it's thrown away. Rolled over on that one a bit, but still managed to put enough behind it that it scooted through the infield for a base hit. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first. Now a chance for J.D. Martinez.
No ball. 1 strike.
Fouled off. He was late. Now here's the 0-2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Back-to-back singles, passing the baton. That's one way to get a 2-strike hit. Maybe he was just trying to protect the zone, but he managed to square up a pitch that wasn't even close. This one the other way. Oh, gloves it. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2. Welcome back to Biloxi, top of the 4th inning. And now, Ed Howard. First pitch misses, ball 1.
1-0.
With a sinker in the arsenal, I wouldn't expect him to throw many more high fastballs. That's not one of his primary locations. Much more likely to work around the knees. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. 1-2 offering. Upstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
This one is labeled. It's back. Snags it on the warning track. That was a really nice over-the-shoulder grab, flashing some serious defensive ability on that play. Aliendo, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Got the batter swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Now the third baseman, Chase Strumpf. He's already homered in this ballgame. Serious heat on that fastball, up into triple digits. That's tough to hit at any level. Manager out of the dugout, time to make a change. Joe Kelly won't go any further tonight. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So they turn things over to the righty, David Roberts. Very hard to hit this year. 2 outs, bases empty. Right through there for a strike. This one in the air, center field. And that's the end of the inning. To the bottom. We're back here at the ballpark. I'm Ben Gelman bringing you the action, and leading off the bottom of the 4th, Alex Pinellas. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Not a great outing so far with 4 runs allowed in 3 frames. He'll need to be efficient from here on to work much deeper into this one. That one hammered but pulled foul.
Not wasting that money, man.
Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Next offering is outside. That backdoor breaking ball just missed, but it could have been called for a strike. The batter knows he's got to swing if he comes with another one. Hard grounder into the outfield for a hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. Stepping to the plate for Biloxi, Anthony Rizzo. Grounded out the first time up. Bashes this one to deep left center. Bangs off the wall. Runner rounds third. On his way to the plate. Comes in to score. Picks himself up an RBI. Good fundamental hitting on the pitch away. Step through it and poke it to the opposite field. He showed a nice approach there. Now at the plate, Vladimir Restituyo. He swings and fouls one off. Late swing, fouled off. Oh, 2 now. It's ball 1. I guess the silver lining is that he hasn't walked anybody, but they are peppering him with their hitting. He needs to miss some more bats. In the dirt. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. The lineup flips over. Fielder will hit next. 1 for 2. This one in the air to right. It's pretty far back. There to make the catch. Runner tags from third. Play at the plate. Not in time. And they lead by 4. Digging in for the Shuckers with Merrifield. Swing, high fly down the right field line. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And the inning is over. We're ready for the 5th inning. Coming to the dish for Knoxville, Drew Bowser. Close one, but doesn't get the call.
No, that's a ball.
And now it's even up.
2-2.
Lands foul, we'll reset and do it again. Gets a piece, stays alive. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. The 2-2. Popped up to the left into foul ground. One down. And now the right fielder, Felix Stevens. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. Nice eye right there.
You have reached Lindsay Bunger.
Next in line, two traveling together. Might come in back for a quick exam. Let's go, Mr.
I need you to put this into your bottom hole.
What?
Put this into your rectum.
Whoa. What are you doing? We're in the middle of the airport.
Necessary part of your job, Aaron. Don't be complicated.
Hold you. No. Stop trying. Aaron.
Don't do it. I ain't gonna do the concert. Or just get on a plane and go back to London. The only logical thing to do in this situation is to put this deep in your arsehole. Oh. My phone is ringing. Your phone is not ringing.
Sergio.
It's not Sergio. There's no one there. Aaron, stop pretending to talk to Sergio. Okay. Yeah. Hello, mate. Hello.
Hey, the couch is not for jumping. Aaron, my superstar. Great news. The concert sold out in 10 minutes.
Hey, so I'm having a possible health issue with the talent.
What kind of health issue? His eyes ain't rolling to the back of his head, are they?
No.
Babe, I don't see no string cheese. All I see is Baby Bells and chocolate pudding.
Baby, look in the dairy drawer next to the Go-Gurt.
I don't see no Go-Gurts. You need to put these where I can see them.
He wants me to put drugs up my ass. I don't know what to do.
Then you put the drugs up your ass.
More than
What's the problem?
And that one is foul. We'll try again. Got the batter looking for the K. First two batters retired in the top of the fifth. We head back to the top of the lineup. Christian Olivo getting ready to hit.
No ball, one strike.
2 outs and nobody aboard. Strike 2. Not looking good there. He may need to choke up or start that front foot sooner to catch up to this stuff. Fly ball, left field, Martinez. And that is out number 3.
Pitching for enough.
Back now to start the bottom of the fifth, and taking over on the mound, Chris Cashmer. Keeps hitters on their heels. Good strikeout stuff, and the numbers so far this season reflect that. Miller, the leadoff batter, looks at ball 1. It spills out of the glove. They say that you can't teach speed. Well, he's blessed with a whole bunch of it. And that's how he got that single. Just flew off the line. So a man on. And next, the cleanup hitter, Gil Lara. Quick feed to second for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. And now, J.D. Martinez. Swing and a miss. Action in the pen down there. Ethan Roberts appears to be getting loose. Keller warming up as well. Fly ball, right field. And plays it on a bounce. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. I might want to go back and see where the outfielders were set up for that one. Off the bat, it looked like a simple pop out, but it found a spot to settle in for a hit. The batter now, David Peralta. And it's into the gap. 1 runs in. Now the throw comes in, runner holds at third. Nice job to drive in the run. When you go gap to gap like that, you're setting yourself up for a lot of success at the plate. Plenty of hits to be found out there. Now, Alex Pinellas. Late swing, foul to the left. The 0-1. Out to center. The center fielder settles under. Drops into the glove. Both runners tagging. Throw off line, runner scores. And it's now a 6-run lead. So digging in, Anthony Rizzo. On the ground. And it gets by. Runner in from third to extend their lead. And that extends the inning. Comes through with the RBI. That's a new arm into the game, the righty, Chris Clark. This season has gotten hit around pretty good. 2 outs and a runner at first. Next up for the Shuckers, Vladimir Restituyo. In the air to center, the center fielder under it. And that'll wrap this inning up. Digging in for the Smokies, number 8. Swings and flares it. Can't get there, base hit. Man on at first. Stepping to the plate now for Knoxville, Jonathan Long. And that drops in for a strike. Long goes 5'11", 23 years old. And he was a 6th-round draft pick in 2023. Pitch misses. Ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That's the ball.
Nobody out and a runner at first. Gets it by him for the strikeout. Next is the designated hitter, Hayden Cantrell. That one finds the zone. With his speed coming out of the left-handed batter's box, it could be tough to turn 2 unless they get an especially hard ground ball. Oh, doesn't get the call. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
I'm gonna text Keith and ask him a question.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, making a move for the bullpen. David Robertson will depart. And as the starter heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Righty reliever out of the pen, number 46.
Number 46.
He's certainly done a really good job to keep the ball in the park this season. Limiting homers is never a bad thing. What a take with 2 strikes. Once again on 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike offering, another coming up. The 2-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Back-to-back Ks. Runner at first. Next up for the Smokies, Ed Howard. Swing and a foul back, that's out of play. The 0-1 offering. Swing and a foul straight back. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. 1 runner left on base. Down by 7. 9-2 the score. Home half of the 6th. Coming up to the dish for Biloxi. Fielder.
Number 28.
Fly ball down the line. And that is a foul ball. The 0-1. High fly ball towards left center. On the way over. Out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
Stepping to the plate for Biloxi, Whit Merrifield. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a groundout. Now a fly ball to right center, on the move. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Damian Miller.
Digging in for the Shuckers, Damian Miller. And hold on to your seats, everybody, because he digs in here with a chance at launching his 3rd homer of the ball game. Not a feat you'll get to witness every day. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Here's some real power at the plate. Gil Lara, 1 for 3. Pick to first. Dives back in safely. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strike.
And that one is inside. Swing lifted to left field. Bowser under it. That ends the inning. All set for the start of this inning. Coming to the dish for Knoxville, Pablo Aliendo. Down 0-2, swings through it.
0-2.
And he grounds it to the right side. Merrifield. And out at first. Digging in for the Smokies, Chase Strumpf. He's already gone yard in this game. On the ground to third. And that one finds its way through. And that's a one-out single. Stepping to the plate now for Knoxville, Drew Bowser. That just misses. And that is ball one.
No, that's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Runner at first, 1 away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Next one's popped in the air into right. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Felix Stevens.
That's a ball. 1-0.
Next one's fouled back. One pitch now. Late on that fastball. He must have been sitting on something off speed. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Out number 3. Time to stretch. The Shuckers with the lead, 9-2. Bottom of the 7th. Coming up to the dish for Biloxi, J.D. Martinez. Fly ball to right. Stevens. And there's 1 down. So up next, David Peralta. Now this is belted to right. Heading back, very deep. This one's gone. That one felt good. A solo shot. And they add to their lead. It's 10-2. 1 out and the bases are empty. Next up for the Shuckers, Alex Pinellas. Lifted in the air to right center. And pretty deep again. Takes it in for the out. Stepping to the plate for Biloxi, Anthony Rizzo. Could be trouble here. Around first and digging for second. In with a double, makes it 2 on the night. And he's put together quite a game at the plate. He put a fantastic swing on that one, ripping it at 108 miles per hour, showing some really quick hands in the box. It's back there. And that one's getting out of here. Wastes no time on this one. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 12-2. It's a party at the plate for him in this ball game. 4 homers now. Seems like they enjoy taking 360. So they turn things over to the righty, Ethan Roberts. Not as reliant on the strikeout as many other relievers. Tends to get by on inducing bad contact and letting the defense do the work. At the plate, fielder. Turned on but foul wide of third. Oh, 0-1, here's the pitch. He breaks his bat. Steps on the bat. Inning over on the ground out, just 2 pitches necessary to end it out of the bullpen. Ready to get the 8th inning going. Coming to the dish for Knoxville, Christian Olivo. Just missed. That one fouled off. One ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Line drive to center field. Stretches out and hauls it in. Next up for the Smokies, number 8. Fastball in for a strike. And that one clips the corner. 1 out and the base is empty. That one is foul. We'll see another. Wow, he really got away with a mistake right there. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Number 46 won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So they turn to their closer, Seaver Sheets. This is an arm with some terrific swing and miss stuff. The numbers back it up, too, with a very high strikeout rate this year. Line drive, and it's caught. Jonathan Long, the next to hit. That one catches the corner for a strike. And a big swing and a miss. 2 outs, base is empty. And he hits a ground ball to the right side. Play made. That ends the inning. This one is all set for the bottom of the 8th. Digging in for the Shuckers, Whit Merrifield. Foul ball there. 0-1 now. Way out front for strike 2. Movement in the bullpen. Sam Armstrong getting ready to go. Keller getting cranked up as well. That misses, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Leadoff batter out here in the 8th. And here's the catcher, Damian Miller. 4 out of 4 with 2 homers and 2 singles as well.
Yes. No ball.
The Shuckers up big in this game. Here in the bottom half of the 8th. And a base hit up the middle. So 1 on now with 1 away. This is a terrific performance in this one. Line drives into center are such high percentage swings. There are a lot of hits to be found out there. And now, Gil Lara. That's a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Coming up to the dish for Biloxi, J.D. Martinez. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
0-1.
Wallops this one out towards right center. 1 hops off the wall, might be trouble here. 1 run is in. Now the second run scores, and it's 14-2. Runner at second, 1 away. And now the right fielder, David Peralta. That one ripped for a base hit down the line. Coming around third. Scores on that one. Here comes the skipper. A new arm into the game, the righty, Brad Keller. And left-handed batters have had her number this season. She needs to be on top of her game right here. Digging in, Alex Pinellas.
No ball, 1 strike.
Still just 1 out here in the inning. And there's a hit. Lead runners around second, throw into third. And he's safe. So it's first and third with 1 down. Next up for the Shuckers, Anthony Rizzo. Puts this one in the air down the line. Stevens, drop step, heads back on it. Leaps at the wall. Got it. Both runners tagging. Terrific focus heading into the corner like that. Those are very tough to play. Nice job to stay composed and make a leaping catch. So 2 down now, and here at the plate, Vladimir Restituyo. Very high with that one. And it's 1-0. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing, soft line drive, and foul ball. Oh my, right to the backstop. Pinellas moves up to third on the wild pitch. Here comes the 2-2 offer. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. That'll end the inning after all. All set to start the 9th inning in this one. And now the DH, Hayden Cantrell.
Ball. 1-0.
This one along the left field line. Fair ball. Around first and heading for second. Safe at second with a leadoff double. Ed Howard now at the plate. And a strike burns through at triple digits. Twice now he's let a high strike go by, and the pitcher's gotten ahead 0-2. Now I think he climbs the ladder. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top of the 9th. And that's a strikeout looking. And a strikeout, that's out number 1 here in the 9th. Stepping to the plate now for Knoxville, Pablo Aliendo. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a high fly ball out to left, Martinez. And now 2 down. Just a shade too early with the swing, and the mechanics might have broken down a bit. He needs to try to put that up the middle instead of yanking it to the pull side. Strong stands in now and watches strike 1.
No, that's a ball.
Sheets is just 1 strike away. Ground ball, this one should do it. Steps on the bat, ball game. Well, this one ends in a blowout. For our whole outstanding crew here at the show, I'm Ben Gelman. We'll see you.
Welcome, everyone, to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania and gorgeous PNC Park. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the Pirates. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
First pitch coming your way next. Up now for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang. That one finds the corner, and that's how this game gets started. And a big swing and a miss. That one missed.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Struck him out swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup. So here's the Brewers DH, Jose Iglesias. In the air, right side, Palacios. And there's 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. Christian Yelich up now for the Brewers. There's a swing and a drive. And caught on the warning track. Not quite. We go to the bottom of the first. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. Right through there for a strike. Kershaw. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. On the ground, Hayes. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 outs, base is empty. Blake Perkins up now for the Brewers. This one smacked out to left center. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Garrett Mitchell.
Jones back to work. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So up next, Joseph Ortiz, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. Line drive to short and caught.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his skills catching the line drive, but most importantly, he kept the runner out of scoring position. Things would look a little different if he didn't make that play.
And that one is lifted in the air. Cruz makes the play. Out number 2.
Now batting.
This is Bryce Terang.
Bryce Terang.
That's out to center field. Cruz under it. Nabs it. And that is that. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Josh Palacios. No score. Kershaw back to work. Delivers. Outside. And that's ball one.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2. Jose Iglesias up now for the Brewers.
What?
Flied to right his first time. Now a fly ball to right center. Cruz sizing this one up. He's got it. One down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Yelich, the next to hit, takes ball one. One out, base is empty. This one in the air. Frazier. And there's two down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Now a pop up on the infield. Triolo under it. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Back here in Pittsburgh, John Johnson.
Three.
First pitch swinging. Jones in his second season. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Swing and a miss.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Next offering is outside. On the ground to third. A sliding stop to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
As an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
And now, Blake Perkins. And a foul ball. One. Liner to second and picked on the hop, and they get the out. Garrett Mitchell getting ready to hit. And that's ball one. Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the fifth. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. Back here at PNC Park. Now, Key Brian Hayes. And there's a strike. Base hit center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Now it's the shortstop, Liover Peguero. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Just missed. Grounder might be 2. Fires over to Hoskins, and there's 2 down.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Popped up. Makes the catch, and that is the third out of the inning. But Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers.
Did you know in 2014's Interstellar, director Christopher Nolan hid a specific scientific detail in the background music? So if we jump to the scene where they land on Miller, the planet with shallow water all over its surface, listen to the background music, specifically the faint ticking noise. This ticking is at every 1.25 seconds, and it is explained earlier in the film that every 1 hour that passes on Miller is the equivalent to 7 years on Earth. So essentially, every time you hear this tick, a whole day passes on Earth. If I was on this trip, this would be my significant other when I returned. It's been 84 years. Did she?
His righty-lefty splits there. Jones back to work. Out to short. Peguero throws to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
For Milwaukee, shortstop Sal Frelick.
Next for the Brewers, Sal Frelick. Fly to center his first time. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Lunges for it, but it drops for a hit.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
So digging in, Bryce Terang. Hit in the air, left field. Connor Falefa makes the grab, 2 down.
Now batting.
Here's the Brewers DH, Jose Iglesias. 0 for 2 in this one. Right side, hard hit. Frazier on the first, in time. 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the number. 3. And now it'll be Christian Yelich. He's one of the best players in the game. That one ripped. That's back there. And it's gone. That'll fire up the dugout. Home run number 20 on the year, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Hoskins swings through it for strike 1. That misses, and the count even 1-1.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
That's to 3rd. Hayes to 1st. That's the 1st out in the top of the 7th. And now the catcher comes up to hit. William Contreras. On the ground to short. Fires over to 1st. Gets the catcher by a step. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Blake Perkins. On the ground, right side. Frazier on to 1st, in time. And that. And that one fouled off. And it's fouled away. First and second, no outs. Hayes, the next to hit. He's 2 for 2. And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Jose Quintana won't go any further tonight. And he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on.
Now pitching for Milwaukee. Number 50. Harmon Majinski.
No outs, runners at 1st and 2nd. That's in there. And the count is 0-2. Keep Ryan down on strikes.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Figueroa up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Runners at 1st and 2nd with 1 gone. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now the left fielder, Isaiah Kiner Falefa. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
1 strike.
2 on, 2 outs. That's off the inside corner. Now 2 balls and a strike. And there's a foul ball. And it remains 2-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So they strand a pair. Back here in Pittsburgh, ready to begin the 8th. Here's the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Drops into the glove, and there's one away. Joseph Ortiz now at the plate. Swing and a miss, strike one.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Holding on to a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That one carrying out of here. That's one way to quiet the crowd. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 2-2. This crowd is just devastated here in Pittsburgh. Now a chance for Sal Frelick. Headed down the line. Hauls it in after a long run. 2 away. Bryce Terang digs in now. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Inside. And that is ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Palacios sizes this one up. Hauls it in to end the inning. Solo homer brings the Brewers even. 2-2 game. You're dialed into the show. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And here's the first baseman, Jared Triolo. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1. And that is out of play. Making 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Here's O'Neal Cruz. 0 for 3 in this one. And fouled off. Next offering upstairs.
1-1.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
On the ground right side. Takes it to the bag. Steps on first, and it's out number 2. And here is Jack Sawinski. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And we're back. New inning getting started. And now Jose Iglesias. Bednar back to work. Lifted in the air, right center field. Palacios pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Here comes Christian Yelich. He's already homered in this game. Yeah, that's fouled off.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 down, base is empty. In the air, left side. Connor Falefa makes the catch for the 2nd out. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
On the ground to third. Wide throw pulls him off the bag, and the inning still alive. Go ahead, run on base. Here's the catcher, William Contreras. Swing and a foul out of play. Two outs. That one almost got him.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating
to third, but it kicks foul. Line and a base hit into right. Throw in holds the lead runner at second, 2 on now with 2 away. So up next, Blake Perkins.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
That one hit to right. Palacios sizing this one up, brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. Bottom 9, and the batter now, Andy Rodriguez. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
And a pitch. Towards first, into the outfield, base hit.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit to shoot it through for a mark, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. First and second, no outs. And now the right fielder, Josh Palacio. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Trevor McGill gets the ball now.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
And that bunted towards 3rd. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. Bases loaded, nobody out. Hayes getting ready to hit. Inside, just missed.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
That one in triple digits.
1 and 2.
Gets a piece and stays alive. He goes down looking. So he needed a strikeout there, and he got it. And now we'll see how they play it defensively.
Yeah, now they can move the middle infielders back a little bit, get into double play depth, and look for a ground ball and roll it up, get a big double play, get out of this inning. I tell you what, that was a big strikeout in a spot where they really needed one.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Makes the grab. Runner tags for home. Throw is offline. This one's over. And they walk it off and win it 3-2.
These can be tough at bats when you know you've got to get the ball in the air.
A 3.